Look, the joke is Amethyst is truly, truly outrageous, alright? God. She gets it. She does get it.
Hi guys, and welcome to Married with Clix. We are back with another game for our final AvX Primer Week. Now, these are the teams that we are more than likely going to be fielding on our actual month 4.
Yesterday.
Yeah. So that we can get practice on them before the tournament actually happens and so you guys can see what our teams do, bearing what we pull in our packs. So the way that it's working on at our venue for the last month, 400 points constructed from your bring in your force. At least one has to be a starter. You can use the Phoenix Force. This is the first time in this tournament for our venue that we've been allowed to use the Phoenix Force.
But we have practice.
Yes.
You've watched us practice.
And then of course, pick a Modern Age booster and build up to a 500 point team. Like Jason mentioned in our last game, you are able to mix and match, pull out things from your original build as long as you stick with your one single figure. So we'll see how that goes for us. With me, I'm going to be doing the 200 point Magneto as my starter figure. I'm getting a little more comfortable with using the 200 point value on this guy and not necessarily 10 pulling with him, but he's got a lot of power to him. With him, I've got the Winter Soldier from Captain America Winter Soldier, the common number 8, so the one that builds sniper nests and ruins people's day as they chase him around the board, basically. And then to go with these guys and ruin everybody else's day is Tellus, who allows you to chain your range, basically. And he also has, TK, mind control, and prob, as if the chaining wasn't enough. And then for my Phoenix resource to fill up the rest of my 400 points, all I have is the Cyclops fragment on it, which will be going on Magneto, just to rub it in a little bit further to give him range combat expert, as if his pulse wave wasn't enough. So that's my team. We'll see a little bit later what I get in my boosters.
Cheese Week. Final month. I don't know if you've noticed, but we've been playing some pretty mean teams this week. So we're gonna see where it goes from here. I built hard for this match because this is the team I'm going to try to run in the final event. So let's see how it goes. My starter figure is the Scarlet Witch at 100 points. Because Perplex, Probability Control, and Support are fundamental to any kind of frustration towards your opponent. Lydia Mallory, because she's pretty awesome at her 79 points. Though after having heard Amber's spiel about her team, it seems Lydia Mallory's power isn't going to go off, but I'm not going to meta against her. I'm going to think ahead to my opponents in other matches. So we're going to see how that goes. We have Bizarro with a whopping 7 tokens. So, yeah, because Bizarro's just awesome, right? To complement that, I've got a full Phoenix Force, which I brought, ready to assign all 3 of my characters with it, with 10 points left over to futz around with regards to whatever I pull in the pack. So we're gonna see what happens from that and go from there. So now we get to watch us strategize about the pack again. All right, here we go. Crack them and bag them. It's like 2 things in one. It's an unboxing and it's oh my god! Did you pull Tachyon?
Yes.
Oh, I hate you so much.
But he's 175. I
Okay.
can't fit him on my team.
So what do we got here? Well, all right. I didn't get any super rares, so now I can already tell you a couple of these figures stand out is definitely not going to make my team. Ultra Boy is not going to make my team because I think what I have is more powerful. Although I did pull a Wildfire, and there's a definite consideration for my team. But the Daxamite is playable at 100, I believe. He is playable at 100. I also got a Timberwolf and a Starman. Now, ultimately, what's going to happen is if I play Wildfire, I've got to drop something. Now, if I drop something, chances are it's going to be either Lydia Maller or some tokens on Bizarro. Which is a shame because I wouldn't mind Bizarro having all 7 of those tokens. But Wildfire, much like Bizarro, is an incredibly difficult to kill figure. I'm over talking. If you want to take it first there, Amber, if yours is going to go faster.
I don't think it is. I'm stuck. Obviously, like, Tachyon is a good character, but at being 175 points, that means I would have to drop someone from my team. And I just don't want to do that. My team works well together, so taking that out. Ladytron is completely useless.
She's actually half decent.
You know what? She's not that bad.
She's just a wildcat. Nobody likes wildcats.
Yeah, it really is. Actually, she's 100 points. She is a sharpshooter.
If you just, I'm gonna go on here.
Yeah.
So the Daxamite at 100 points packs 9 movement with running shot and psychic blast, along with some ranged combat expert. Now, because I only have 10 points left, or I can't play him at the full, but I can add him to my collection of characters with the Phoenix Force. So I do have that option. The Starman is a weird figure. I mean, he's got running shot, perplex, and telekinesis to start. His lack of defense power is made up in the fact that he uses energy shield and super senses. And when he's hit, when he's targeted with a close combat attack, it either evades or it misses. The attacker gets an action token. A close combat attack. After objects has been placed as well, he can place any 2 objects in each other's squares, and he modifies his relic rolls by +1. Now, the relic rolls isn't going to be a major thing, so I don't foresee that actually being my option. Now, pulling it back, I've got Timberwolf as well, who's got flying, he's got Battle Fury, which stops a lot of things, close combat expert, and 11 attack. As well, he's an indomitable. That indomitability is kind of important because I kind of need, if I'm going to play with these lower numbers of 4 figures, I need characters I'm not afraid to push. Now, Wildfire is not one to be afraid to push because he's got that all those stop clicks, but there's just a discomfort level I get with the idea of putting out Wildfire. So, now, while Timberwolf ignores the characters for movement, I don't think he really rounds out my team well enough to justify him. And yeah, he never really gets anything rangy. He's a range. He's got late dial 6 range with Blade's Claws range. I forgot about that. But ultimately, by then, I mean, his dial is particularly, I think it's pretty shallow. Yeah, it's pretty shallow. Now, also worth mentioning though is he is a wild card, which gives Bizarro outwit effectively. Or, he punishes Amber for hitting that character. So it really comes between the Daxamite and the Timberwolf. Now, Daxamite's more output. Timberwolf he's just an extra body that's wild cardable and gives me a few more things. If I was to go down the dial of the Daxamite, he does have a second click with hypersonic. I mean, his dial is short and it's really one-dimensional. Although he does have regeneration, which, if I pull a full 1, 2, 3, 4, puts him back on the starting click I had him on. This is probably one of the harder choices you're going to see me make with regards to this. Amber, have you made your choice while I'm yapping?
Yeah. For me, it came down between Dawnstar and Amethyst.
Amethyst, the pink dial.
Yeah, originally I was thinking that I was leaning more towards Dawnstar because she's got the hypersonic, but she doesn't have any range, which means that I have to get really close even though she's got the 12 movement. She's also only doing 2 damage. She's got an energy shield, which is going to keep her from getting hit as often, but no damage reducers. She does have a white power, but it really only makes it so that lines of fire for another character can't be blocked unless it's by blocking terrain. So for this particular one, only because I know what I'm going up against, that power doesn't really work for me. I was originally going to dismiss Amethyst, but then I saw the fact that she's invincible. And having that damage reducer, also having Precision Strike is really big when you only have 2 damage, because that way you're still doing 1 damage. She doesn't have a whole lot of move and attack right off the bat. She starts with Sidestep, but she does have her once per game power where if she hits an opposing character, she decides that they can't use ranged combat attacks and can only attack her until one of them is dead. They can only attack each other. So actually, for this game, I'm going to go with Amethyst.
I still haven't made my decision public yet, have I? Oh, this is brutal. The Daxamite and Timberwolf are both really good for my team. And I don't want to lose Lydia Maller either. So Starman isn't out at this point. I'm going to go with Timberwolf. Timberwolf's wild card, because I have the team abilities, really puts him over the top on my team. And the fact that I'm going to be able to fit in a Phoenix Fragment on him, he'll be able to more effectively use his poison to go with his with whatever he brings to the table. So Timberwolf, wild card, go. Now you're not going to have any pieces remaining on your Phoenix Force?
No, I will not.
That's
right
a
at
shame.
the beginning of the game, before the beginning of the game rather, the Cyclops Fragment is going on Magneto.
Yep. Which means I don't get to steal anything from you. That's a shame. So Bizarro's 70. All right. Who's getting what? Let's talk this out, Jason. It's probably best. It's a toss up because so many of the team abilities that Namar's thing offers up can are really good at being shared. So if I leave him on the dial, he's slightly better off. But at the same time, the ability to give everybody invulnerability is kind of awesome on my team, especially considering Bizarro does have some clicks where he doesn't have anything to work with. But then it becomes a matter of splitting up my team. Now, if we're going to go with the obviouses here, this one might be less obvious to some, but I think it's the obvious choice. Is going to be Cyclops' Fragment's going to go on the Scarlet Witch. Because Scarlet Witch's 8 range really helps that, cement for awesome. So that's Cyclops' Fragment handed out. Timberwolf, in the meantime, we're going to give him Magic's Fragment because one of his big weaknesses is, of course, range. And what better way to negate or to make that... if I'm going to get punished for not having range, I'm going to punish them for having range. So Magic is going to go ahead. Oh, yeah. At our venue, we are going to be handed the Magic Fragment on the last day before the tournament starts, and we are going to be allowed to use it. So there is that worth mentioning. Now, we come to the last two where things get a little wacky. If I was to say anything, I'm probably going to go with White Queen on Lydia Maller, Emma Frost on Lydia Maller, just because. And we're going to give Bizarro the Namor Fragment. I give Bizarro the Namor Fragment because weirdness. He's a weird dial. It's a weird fragment. I probably overtalked this to death, so we should probably get onto the map. Amber's staring at me like, yo, you want to get this game started or what? Yeah. So that will leave the Colossus Fragment on my base, which pretty much gives me a decent amount of invulnerability. And that puts me on dial 1 with +1 attack starting, charge, and toughness on all my guys. Toughness and invulnerability. Wow, I just got everything going for me right now. Let's get some objects and let's get started, eh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So ultra heavy sound like a good idea for this team.
No, gross.
All right. Go ahead.
All right.
So starting your turn, you don't have any fragments on your Phoenix Force, so.
No. So starting my turn, I'm going to give Winter Soldier a power action and place his sniper nests. And he will move to this one. And then Talis is going to go into 7. Actually, keep him closer. 7. I'm going to move him here. Move Amethyst here. Now, I can't be given a non-free action after being carried, right?
That's right.
So I can use sidestep.
Yep.
Okay. Sidestep here. And derp. I think right now Magneto's just gonna stay back.
Alright. Start of my turn. Bizarro's gonna roll. 1. What does that put me on? Okay. That puts me on that click. Start of my turn. Invulnerability to everybody who's got a fragment, which is everybody on my team. Now, is it end of movement or any time I move beside the square?
It's when you become adjacent.
When we become adjacent, okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Does everybody on your team fly?
Yeah. Well, because of this, right? So Timberwolf's gonna go here.
I mean, printed flight.
Just not the Scarlet Witch.
Okay, so she's the only one that can be carried.
Yeah.
Okay, I roll for my... And 4.
Is it I roll, you roll, or I roll?
I roll.
Alright.
On a 3 to 6, remove the marker. And if Winter Soldier occupies that space, place him in another one. So I don't have to move.
Okay. Oh, there's that.
Yep. That's the only thing I'm worried about going in with this team. Like, I know you've gone up against me playing Winter Soldier before, so you know to target those sniper nests.
Mm-hmm. There. This is so tricky. This is brutal.
I'm kind of liking how much blocking is interspersed in this map.
I'm not.
I mean, not that it matters if I go up against like Cyclops or the Invincible Iron Man, but
Sure. If I pull this back here, I'm gonna go do that. perplex up Bizarro's movement. Then I do that. Oh. Roll.
Oh. Nope. It stays there.
Doesn't he have to move though?
Opposing character becomes adjacent. Yep.
What's up? Go ahead. Oh, Timberwolf is gonna copy Mystics.
Alright, and beginning my turn, roll for Winter Soldier's leadership.
Nope.
Nope. And he's just gonna pop back into the other one. And this is gonna sidestep. So I can see Timberwolf without actually using. Okay, Winter Soldier is going to use Range Combat Expert. And targeting Timberwolf. I will up my attack once, my damage once, so 12 on whatever your defense is.
17.
17. I need a 5. And that's where the downfall of this team happens, because Line of Fire can't be drawn to him. I cannot prob him.
Nope. That's not the only downfall.
I didn't say it was. I said one of the downfalls of this team. Okay, Magneto's going to take a running shot on Bizarro.
I just want to see if you're crossing the hand or giving out.
Okay. No. 11 on your 17.
Yep.
Just barely hits.
Nope, doesn't.
Oh, this is not a good start for me. Excuse me. Alright. Amethyst has no range. She's already used her sidestep. Tellus is... Okay, Tellus is going to clear.
Best way to approach this. Start of my turn, Bizarro. 6. 6. Ugh. That's not going to be good. This is a 10 attack though. I'm going to go 6 and charge with Timberwolf.
Yep.
That's 5.
It's gone.
You can stay there for a little while. So it's going to be 12 attack on your 17 defense. It's going to be a hit for 3.
So I take 1.
Yeah. Okay. I'm going to charge with Bizarro. It's going to be 10 on your 17. It's a miss, that's fine. Timberwolf is going to copy the Superman enemy team ability. Bizarro's going to outwit your Invincible. Scarlet Witch is going to use a ranged combat expert shot with perplexed of attack. And then I'm going to go +1 and +1. Wait, I have +1 attack. So I'm going to perplex up my attack. I'm going to go +2 with the damage, so it's a 12 on your 17.
Using Cyclops' range combat.
Range combat expert, yeah. And that's a hit for 5.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5 dead.
Okay. Timberwolf is going to go with Mystical, or Mystics, rather. Nope, they're not clearing. Ha! Cheating bastard. So that's 1 movement I get for that. So I now show Sidestep, Energy Explosion, Enhancement, +1 defense. So using my Sidesteps, I'm going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And 1, 2 here. And it's your turn.
Alrighty then. Well then, Winter Soldier's gonna use his personal leadership. No. Well then. 7. What do we got right now? Just super senses. Alright. Magneto's going to use a Cyclops fragment to range combat expert.
Yep.
I'm going to do 1 attack, 1 damage.
Okay, so you're 12?
12 on your 18.
19 with the hindering. I'm +1 defense from my fragment. I am +1 defense from hindering.
Because you killed Amethyst.
That's right.
Okay. So 12 on 19. I need a 7. I don't like my odds. Of rolling the most common number in the world to roll. I don't like my odds. Okay. That is...
How much? What?
5. Not that it really matters for Bizarro, but, I mean...
Well, it's one of those things I kind of want to point out to you, is that you should have just done attack.
I thought of that afterwards when I...
Yeah. Just as a piece of advice for you guys, if you find yourself using range combat expert or close combat expert against Bizarro, if you're going to do damage to him regardless, always go with the attack because you need to hit that shot to lose that token. That's my advice. I don't know.
I'm going to clear Winter Soldier.
Some people think I'm bad at this game, so we'll see. Alright, my turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Start of the turn. 1, 2. 1, 2. Lucky you. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to roll Bizarro now for 5. So I'm showing Sidestep, Impervious, Range Combat Expert. Isn't that cute? Wish I could use that. Who did I give the Emma Frost one to? I gave it to Lydia Maller, right? Okay. I'm just going to clear and perplex up Bizarro's defense. Go ahead.
Alright, Winter Soldier's going to range combat expert on Bizarro, doing his attack up twice. 13 on your...
17.
17?
18.
18. Okay. 13 on your 18. I need a 5.
Mm-hmm. Just barely. Nope, so I lose a token. And I go 5. Or if it's for 3, so I take 1. Oh, neat. Isn't that cute? It's a good defensive click to be on.
Yeah. Okay. I get free TK to place a friendly character, but I don't really have anywhere I want to place Tellus, so... Clear Magneto, clear Tellus.
Alright. Start my turn, I'm going to roll for Bizarro. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why can't I roll like this when I have, like, the Infinity Gauntlet?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. You want to replace Tellus with Mario for me for a second? Okay.
Yeah, doesn't look like you're hitting that
1,
login.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He has energy shield, deflection, super senses, and toughness.
Energy shield, deflection, super senses, and toughness?
Yep.
Right. If I go 1, 2, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, but I also have. Oh, I have so many things now. All of the things.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
Okay, so I'm going to sidestep with Timberwolf first. Charge with his 11 movement. So it's an 11 on your 16?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Just short. Just short. So I'm going to go sidestep, and I'm going to move here with Bizarro.
I'm so glad I have toughness.
I'm going to copy Superman enemy team ability. I'm going to outwit your defense power.
Okay.
I'm going to sidestep with Scarlet Witch. Perplex up attack. Sidestep with Lydia Mallard. So now I'm perplexing up attack. And then I'm going to range combat expert for
This is a fucking bloodbath.
+1/+1, and I have precision strike. So 12 attack on your 16 defense. That's a hit for 5 because I've got enhancement from Lydia Mallard.
All right.
6 actually, but I'm still short. So that'll be 5 damage on Tellus.
That's a good tell us.
Alright, I'm going to move my Phoenix Fragment, Phoenix Force. So I'm now showing +1 damage, Incapacitate, and Sidestep. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Carrying the Scarlet Witch there. And it's your turn.
Winter Soldier's gonna leadership?
Nope.
Damn it, Winter Soldier.
He can't even lead him damn self.
What are the defensive abilities you're getting from the fragment?
Nothing.
Nothing? Okay.
Invulnerable for everybody because Colossus.
Really, say that at the beginning.
Sorry, I should be, yes, but I figured we assumed because I have Colossus on there and we're polite to each other. In a tournament, I'll do it. I'll make sure of it.
Only because the power states at the beginning of your turn.
Yep.
It's not like wild cards.
It's not like wild card where the last one that you did stands.
Yeah. Trying to figure out what's going to be the best bang for my buck here. So, what I am going to do... Okay. Pulse wave, bitch!
Okay.
11 on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Everything printed.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good high roll. That was 19.
Mhm.
That should hit everybody.
Yeah, I don't have any defenses that. Oh, cool. Still fine. Yeah, you're still fine. And yeah, take 1. And you're still good. Good-ish. Good-ish.
Now, 17. Sorrow, just annoying. I see the Scarlet Witch. This is my Heroclix. I don't think Lily it, does she?
Or square would, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Then you got shape change, you got shape change. Alright.
She's got stealth.
Timberwolf drew the short straw on that one. I will range combat expert up my attack 1 damage. You know what? I'm just gonna do my damage twice.
Okay. 11 on a 17.
To get around here and vulnerable. 6. That hits. So I'm doing 5.
So I take
and
3.
You're soaking 2.
Okay. And that'll be 1 to the mystics.
Yep, you did say that. I spun him the wrong way.
Oopsie. KO'd immediately, okay.
Yeah, really.
What's the defense power? You can use regeneration, you can use it normally, or you can use it free action if he's been... Carry on. You're done, right?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
What? Oh god, you got something gross.
Bizarro? 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I swear I've seen this clip before. Alright. Copy Superman enemy. Outwit invincible. Anything giving you ups on the defenses?
Nope.
Okay.
I do have toughness for my bird though.
From your bird, okay. So we're gonna sidestep. I'm going to perplex up, attack. I'm going to flurry.
Okay.
10 on your 18.
Got a split weakness. Gross.
Yeah, but it's not going to do anything with flurry.
No.
10 on your 18. It's a 17. I'll prob it.
Okay.
That's a hit for 3 minus 1, so you take 2. It's 3 because of the Firebird.
Okay.
Okay. Second attack.
Now I get
10 on your 17. That's a hit. And that'll be for 3. Minus 1 because you're Firebird.
Yep. 1, 2.
Okay. Now, that was a second action token on him. Now, his defense is, you can use regeneration, you can use it normally, or you can use it as a free action if you've been given a close combat action this turn, and close combat action from flurry. So regen, 4, 5, so I get 3 back. 1, 2, 3. So there's that. He's got traded energy shield.
Yes.
And he's got toughness now, right?
Yes.
Toughness is showing? Okay. So it would be an 18 defense. I didn't kill him, so I don't get anything from that. 10 on a 16. Let's go it. Let's do it.
Do it up.
10 on 16. That's a hit.
For how much?
For 3.
I take 2.
Yep.
2.
Sidestep here. Okay, this one's gonna be wacky. Watch this, watch this. Gonna move Liddy Mallor here. And then I'm gonna use her power to go back here. Oh, clear Scarlet Witch. Go ahead. Oh, sorry. Copy Mystics.
Winter Soldier is going to try and use his leadership.
Yeah.
Look, I did it.
What's his white damage? Oh, that is the self-leadership, self-imposed leadership, if you will. How did I not pick up a super... Oh, because I had people sitting on them. Yep.
He's going to do a standing shot on Timberwolf.
Okay.
10 on you, 17.
Yep.
Nope. God damn it, Winter Soldier. It's all kind of bad because it doesn't even matter. Like if I try to break away, you have so much you can do to come after me.
Yeah, pretty much. It's a shame you couldn't use that. White power gives you Force Blast, right?
Yeah, but you just put Bizarro behind him.
Yeah,
so
and he's got charge.
That too. I need a 10 to hit
Timberwolf. Okay. That's an 8. Close, but it's not a 10.
Nope, it is not. Alright.
You do have a turn of survival to a certain degree. Okay, Bizarro started the turn. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, he's printed sidestep, so I'm going to use that. Why the heck not? To go there. I'm going to try to breakaway sidestep with Timberwolf. Nope. I'm going to 1, 2. Yeah. I'm going to sidestep here. Oh, I don't have the enhancement anymore. You're lucky. Perplex up my attack. Range combat expert on Magneto.
Mm-hmm.
With another +1 to my attack, +1 to my damage. It would be 11 on your 19. Yeah. Yeah, 11 on the 19. I need an 8. It's a miss. I'm going to prob it. Timberwolf is still copying Mystics, I believe. And a whole lot of... Ooh, I'm going to keep the object there so that little Lily Mallard can survive. Go ahead.
Winter Soldier's leadership? No.
Oh, that's not a good turn to have. I have it, so I'm going to just roll Bizarro for 1. What's the next click? Ah, stay of execution for you. It's that bullshit click. Perplex up Bizarro's attack. Bizarro's going to go hypersonic. 9 on your 17. I need an 8. Missed. I'm going to prob it. I'm doing this in all the wrong order. Oh, but I hit. And that'll be for 4. Because +1 from the Phoenix Force. Did. Alright, so I get 1 more off the Phoenix Force. +2 movement, super senses, smoke cloud, and shape change. So there's that. And that's an action on Bizarro, who's going... Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. Copy Superman enemy. Outwit your toughness. Charge. 10 on 17. Mm-hmm. Ooh. And that'll be for 3. And then that's doubles, so I move, and I'm top click. So I'm showing Perplex, Regeneration, and Hypersonic, and +1 to all my stats. Everybody's gonna Perplex, except for Scarlet Witch, because she already used Perplex. Everybody's gonna use Perplex on their defense. And Lily Mallard is gonna go here. Scarlet Witch is gonna clears this turn, and these are the 2 guys she can use. Go ahead. She should have been 4 damage now that I think about it. Oh well.
Psychic Busting Scarlet Witch.
No! Okay.
10 on whatever.
17, I think it is. Yeah, 17 right now. No.
Well, at least it wasn't a critical miss.
What are those like?
Your turn.
Roll for Bizarro. 2. Well, it's not going to be his 8 attack. Oh, I just passed over a 12 attack, so there's that. I'm going to sidestep Bizarro here. Perplex up my attack. Range combat up, spurt up my damage. So 12 on your 17. I'm going to prob it. That's it. 4, 5. 6. 6, actually.
You did.
Oh,
You did it 3.
such a good choice. Oh my god.
Everything went wrong in that game. Nothing went right. A Winter Soldier got taken down right away by the fact that Jason knows how to play him, and I rolled high rather than rolling low, getting rid of his sniper nest. Magneto didn't get to do much. It was tempting, but my big flaw with Magneto is taking that easy pulse wave, which leaves him in front of the big thing to do with him is to keep him away from people. Utilize his 8 range, keep him away. As tempting as it is, I didn't have to do pulse wave. I could, especially with the Cyclops fragment on him, I could have kept him at range, doing a lot of damage, rather than taking that easy 1 click to everybody. And that was his downfall, because now he's stuck there, and Jason now has 4 figures that can attack him. Tellus, I didn't even get to use his link thing, which is really cool when you can get it off, but he also now, because he's been out for a while, has a giant target on his head. So I played basically a team of bullseyes.
And I played snipers.
Yeah. So there's no other way to say about it. Amethyst may not have been the best choice out of my pack, but also another giant bullseye. She just got taken out by second turn, so I didn't even get to see what potential she could have actually done with this turn, or with this team. So I don't know. I'm not liking the way they played as much as I thought I would. But Jason's team is gross.
I brought the pain. How do I describe this best? Bizarro is a pain in the butt to try to kill, because he's pretty much every click he has comes with a rollout, either an impervious or a shape change. Now he's outwittable, but he's also very mobile. He's very hard to keep still, so I'm making use of that effectiveness was great. Lillian Mallory, I really keep screwing up with her. She's not as good as the Out of the Shadows Batman. I keep thinking she is, and I keep forgetting she has no range. That's obnoxious. The fact that she completely lacks range really kind of throws me off on that. Scarlet Witch with the Cyclops fragment was brilliant, because precision strike, right? Holy shit, did I ever go with the right choice in Timberwolf, though. The fact that I even mauled around the Daxamite makes me want to slap myself. Timberwolf's movement is massive. He's got an 11 movement, which gives him 6 movement charge. He's got flight to go with that 6 movement charge, and he's got close combat reflexes, which makes him incredibly hard to hit once you get him base to people, unless you're shooting from the outside. Couple all of that with the fact that I was using the Phoenix Force, although no poisons were able to go off because she had so much toughness, and the one character that didn't have toughness died before I even got a chance to poison it. So, when you see Tellus on the board, you either kill the small guys who are there for the range, or you kill the Tellus. Otherwise, you are about to have a problem, and it is a bubbling. Tellus can get to be snowballing on you, and you don't want him to snowball on you because, God, he gets scary. He's effective with the Professor X as well, so keep an eye open for that. And watch out for those guys playing the bare minimum number of points, like the 75-point Wolverine and the 75-point Magic, because that's where the weird strategies are going to come out, and the painful and the really strong strategies, because they minimize the limitation on the tournament. That said, with Timberwolf only being a common, I can probably count on pulling him, which is a good thing. But most Legion guys will do well on this team because of that wild card and because I have a couple team abilities to share. And the Phoenix Force really was a boon to me. Its stats were great. It's been a hell of a tournament, and we got something big coming up soon.